So hello, my name is Triin. I am working for Contriber for the past 4.5 years, and I work for several branches in Kukuniti, which is the warrior school, the school for higher learning. I am a mentor, also supporting the program in administrative ways. We also have a program for entrepreneurs, which is called Cocoon, and outside of work hours, I'm a mother of 3 people, 3 children, 3 people. They are growing up. The first of them is going to be officially grown up in March. So this has been quite a long journey for me. And this year, I'm also fulfilling more my role as a daughter and a sister. And as a hobby, I do a bit of singing and dancing. And in the midst of all of this, I'm also this mystery, which they call a woman. I have no idea what this means. Okay, I have some idea. But still work in progress to understand what this actually means to be a woman in this world. So that much about me. About the challenge, I will go over the framework just very briefly and quickly. We have built this challenge so that we have basically 2 touch points over the day. One is in the morning. It's in your email box or in your Facebook feed. The daily missions are coming every morning at 7. There you will get the task which needs to be done over the course of the day. And during lunchtime, 1 o'clock in Tallinn time, we are going to have a live session in Zoom, as I shared, recorded the first part. And this is for those who don't have opportunity. Recording, I mean, is for those who don't have opportunity to join us here, but they want to know what's this challenge about. And in the second part of the session, I will also gladly answer your questions. I'm very happy if you can share already your learnings, what happened today with the mission, and etc. So it's like sharing in not fully free flow, but we will talk to each other. The challenge overall, it makes sense it makes sense when you complete everything, meaning today's mission is just one thing. We're going to have like 10 missions, and it will come together nicely like a puzzle when all the pieces are put in place. So please bear with us, bear with me for the next 10 days. I'm going to share what we call the bite-sized learnings. So for those of you who are hoping for some quick fixes, I have to disappoint you. This is not going to happen. We're going to go baby steps and taking small steps at a time. And overall, I hope you will get a lot of insight. I am not asking for your blind faith. Everything which is shared, please put it to test in your own life. Because this is the only way you can prove if something works or doesn't work, if you actually try it out. So this is my recommendation. No one is going to check if you're doing your task, if you're doing your homeworks, but the tasks and the homeworks only work when you're doing them. They're like beauty products. You can have shelves full of them, but if you don't apply them on yourself, they're not going to work. So I ask you to do all the tasks which are going to be shared. And as we also have a Facebook group where we are gathering all the like-minded people. One thing which I sincerely ask you is please share your knowledge, share what you have found out, but also keep an open mind for others' sharings. So listen as if they are saying something which you don't yet know. Ask questions, but reserve your judgment. Try not to invalidate anyone because this is the only way we learn from the sharings with each other. And there is one, I would say there is one fundamental concept for the whole journey. And this is that we choose to be happy or we choose to be miserable, but in both instances, the amount of effort is the same. And this is the fundamental building block that we are using here in this journey. And why this is the fundamental building block, it gives you operational power. You can make the choice. Either you make the choice to be happy or you make the choice to be not so happy, but this is your choice. And now the only question is what you can choose. So, and also during those next 10 days, we're going to take a fun approach. So life is a game. And I hope you have also gotten a glimpse from the video, which was shared quite recently in the Facebook group about being a player. So I hope you are ready to be a player of your life. And from my own experience, I can share that this is actually a very good concept to think that, okay, we are playing this game. What's my next move? How can I make a next move? And like with every game, there are rules. There is only one rule in this game: be impeccable. Meaning you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be absolutely fabulous. Just be impeccable, and you will be the only one who will know at the end of the day if you have done the best you could, given all the circumstances in your life currently. So today's task, let's return and narrow our focus. Today's task is about journaling. There are a few reasons why to do journaling. And I think one of the most important ones is that you will be documenting your life. This is for memory keeping purposes, and your life is like it was said in the nice aphorism in today's mission, that your life is the most fabulous journey you can undertake, and any journey is something to document and to be logged. Also, why to do journaling is there is opportunity for creative exploration. So there's a vast amount of ways how you can do journaling. I can say that I am using this regular pen and paper, words, text, this quite a lot. But then what I also use is some creative ways to express myself. So for example, I will also later share it. For today, I created this nice title page for this challenge. And yeah, That's one of the ways you can journal. So there is no wrong ways to journal. Why else to journal? This is a way for self-discovery and self-growth. So for example, if you're on a diet, please keep a diet journal. It will help you achieve your goals. So basically what you're doing, you're setting yourself a goal, you're planning how you will get there, and then you can do some calculations how well you are doing. And one of the best reasons why to journal is reflection. So basically, it's a free therapy form. So I definitely recommend everybody to take this. If you cannot or you don't want to take a psychologist, consult Dr. Google, ask for great questions for self-reflection, and there you go. There's a lot of questions which you can reflect upon and get to know yourself. So like I said, there is only one way you can fail in journaling is when you're not doing it. Or everything else, you're already succeeding. So don't put too much pressure upon yourself. Meaning, if you have written down something which you don't like, or you have made a picture on the page, it's just a page. It's just like a bad day. We all have them. And the benefit of the page is you can turn it and start anew. So I think this was one of the greatest things I have learned about journaling, that, hey, it's just a page, turn it. You don't need to get stuck. One bad page doesn't mean it's a bad journal. Just like with your overall life, one day gone wrong doesn't mean that your whole life is gone wrong. And keep in mind that journaling is meant to support you. So find a way which works for you. There is a vast amount of methods. I want to keep this call very concise, so I will not share about the methods. But yeah, find which works for you. And sometimes people say that they don't want to journal, and there is some element of fear in it. And why is it so? Why is journaling intimidating? It's because you're meeting yourself. You're meeting your thoughts. You're meeting your feelings. Um, you're meeting your own life. You're meeting your decisions. And pen and paper, just like Excel sheets, tend to be really ruthlessly honest. So if you're writing something down, for example, a goal at the beginning of the year, and at the end of the year, you're reading the goal and you're thinking, did I achieve it or not? The paper will tell you either you did or didn't. So that's why it might sound very intimidating to write things down. But journaling also is one form of taking time for yourself. So I very much invite you to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes every day for yourself, and actually like ask yourself, how am I doing today? And write the answer down for yourself, just to check in with yourself. Another concept which was very nicely shared in the aphorism was that journaling is a way for you to take responsibility for your own life. And I want to share about this word a little bit, responsibility. I will just cut this word into two this time. So the two parts of this word is response and ability. Response, both of those words come from Latin, responsum and habilis. And it means that you are able to offer something in return. So you are able to perform an action in return what life is bringing you. So how are you responding to the situation? And I would like to share our situation from my this week. So how did I respond? On Sunday evening, I received a message that so one of my sons was spending time at their grandmother's, and the grandmother said that your son will be in Tallinn on Monday at 10 minutes before 4 o'clock. And it was like, there's nothing I can do about it. The tickets are bought, that's it. And I got really frustrated. I felt disrespected. I felt that my plans are not taken into consideration. I also felt helpless because I knew that I have a team meeting at that time and I cannot go just like that and pick up my son. So what I decided on Sunday, because I had a great Sunday evening, I decided not to respond. So not taking action is an action, and it's a way of response. And on Monday morning, I decided that, okay, I will take this task now and I will start doing something about it. I asked my husband if he can go and fetch the kid. No, he cannot. So what I did, I prepared myself to do it. I charged my headphones, charged my phone, like make sure that everything works, that I can be at the team meeting while I'm driving. I also prepared the team meeting so that everything is like self-sustainable. And while I was doing that, I also responded to the grandmother that I shared my point of view that this is not working for me if she's not including me into timing. And I shared some instructions for future purposes. And when it was time to contact with my son, it turned out that he only wants me to go to Tallinn to take him like 500 meters into like towards the center, and then he wants to meet a friend. And I decided to stand very firm that I can take him home if he wants, but everything else he needs to take care of himself. So this is exactly what happened. He was able to take care of himself. He met his friend and he came home by himself. So it's a nice situation which worked out completely differently than I anticipated in Sunday evening. On Sunday evening, I was thinking that I cannot be on the team meeting. It's going to be a frustrating day, etc. So nothing of that sort materialized. So this much about responsibility and about give and take. So this is what we asked you to reflect upon today. This comes to a concept which flies straight into the face of social conditioning, and it is that life is a selfish process. So from my own example, I wanted something out of this situation, and what I wanted was, first of all, I wanted respect, and that people, or in this particular moment, that this lady takes into account that I don't have school holiday, I have work, and I have my own plans. So I wanted definitely self-respect, or sorry, respect. And I also, what else I wanted? I wanted that, and this was secret want, that my kid would be able to take care of himself, which he was. And I'm still amazed that he's the first one who actually learned how to navigate this public transport in the area. Everybody else here are reliant upon cars. So life is a selfish process and about give and take. If you are unsure whether about giving or whether about taking, there is a little trick to it. So if you're thinking that, I don't know, like, how can I take something for myself? How can I take something, for example, I need practical examples to keep myself contained. For example, what's in it for me to have a relationship with Alexander? And we are colleagues, just to give you a little bit background. So this is the type of relationship, the relationship which we have. We're colleagues, work colleagues. And definitely my take today is that he's co-hosting and hopefully clicking this a button which allows people here. So very selfish. I want him to do this, a bit of job of mine. So, but if I'm not able to say it, that I'm taking it from Alexander, that he will do it, I can trick myself into it. Is I am giving myself an assistant in a form of a person. So you can turn this around a little bit. And if you are unsure about giving, so for example, I don't know what I can give to the group. It very much depends on what they are taking from me, which is true. Then you can also turn this around a little bit and think, what are you allowing others to take from you? So play around with the idea a little bit. And the next time you're feeling reluctant to do something, to do anything, use this concept. So what's in it for you to do it? And what are you taking away from, taking for yourself from whatever you need to do? And what are you giving? What value are you giving? What value are you bringing? So a lot of content, a lot of talk and long monologue from my side. Thank you for listening. I will stop the recording.